Hey, what's going on, you guys? My name is the Raptor, and welcome back to another one of my Death Battle prediction videos. Oh my god, it's been way too long since I've done one of these videos. Okay, so now before I get into this episode, I just want to say that the last one that I did was all the way back to Mewtwo vs. Shadow. That was like months ago, and the reason for that is because, first of all, I was very busy, and the second reason is because a lot of the characters that were appearing, I really didn't have the knowledge in order to give a prediction that I thought was going to be, like, really, like, reliable at all. So I just decided not to do predictions for those episodes. However, I do want to say that my record has actually been increasing. For the last 3 death battles, I've gotten all of them right, and this is my 12th death battle prediction video, and out of the 11, I've got 5 right and 6 wrong, which actually doesn't sound too good, but considering that I started it off with, like, I think I got, like, 4 wrong in a row or something, or maybe 3 wrong in a row, and then I got 1 right, I've actually been getting it back up, and I'm hoping to maybe have this one be right so I can tie with it, so I can have the wins tie with the losses. So, I'm really hoping to get this one right, and this one is a fight that I've been looking forward to for so long. They finally revealed Hulk's opponent. It's Doomsday, and I'm so excited for this fight. I kind of knew it was going to be Doomsday as soon as Hulk was announced. Like, it was really, like, I could think of maybe, like, 3 people at the top of my head. I knew it was either going to be Doomsday, Broly, or Azura. If it was Azura, I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing that right, from Azura's Wrath. I wasn't going to make a prediction for that because it's just not, I just didn't know anything about Azura. I really just know the name and, like, that he's like a kind of like, he gets angrier, well, he gets stronger when he gets angry in, like, a Hulk type way. So I wasn't going to make a prediction on that one. If it was Broly, I didn't think it was going to be Broly because I didn't think they really had all too much in common. I know that they are, like, rage-based and they are extremely strong, but I honestly didn't think they had that much in common, and I didn't really know that much about Broly, so I'm not sure if I was going to make a prediction on that, but this one, Hulk vs. Doomsday, so excited. So I'm really not going to go too much into, like, an analysis on each character. I'm more so just going to go into who I think is going to win pretty early on, just because these two characters have a lot of similarities. These characters are both strong, they're both pretty fast, they're both pretty durable. I know that Hulk is just, like, a really high level of durability, and Doomsday has been said to be completely invulnerable. I'm not sure exactly how true that is, but that's what I've heard. What else about these two characters? They're not too smart. Sometimes they are smarter. Hulk sometimes is smarter for some reason, and sometimes Doomsday, when he resurrects, he just has a higher level of intelligence. I don't think Death Battle is going to use a higher level of intelligence for Doomsday, though, just because I think when most people think of Doomsday, they don't think of, like, a strategic guy, like a strategic strong person. They think of, like, a Hulk type guy, you know, that's someone who's extremely strong but not too smart, you know, just like a savage, wild monster. So I don't think they're going to give Doomsday, at least not that high of an intelligence boost, and they're also not too skillful either, like, when it comes to, like, fighting techniques or anything like that. They're not too handy in that, but, you know, like, ridiculous levels of strength, ridiculous levels of stamina, ridiculous levels of durability. Really, like, the main loser, I know Cartoon Fight Club said this, but the main loser, if these two characters were to fight, is pretty much Earth, because everyone's gonna die. Especially, like, if these two really let loose, like, oh my god, I don't know, I'm so excited for this fight, and I love both of these characters. I love Hulk so much. He's my 2nd favorite Marvel character, and my 4th favorite superhero in general, and Doomsday is by far my favorite Superman villain, because he can actually pose a really big threat to Superman, and that's something that I really find interesting, because I don't like Superman that much. You know, he's just, he's a boring character, and Doomsday, I find, is one of the few superheroes that can actually, like, he makes me really, like, when Doomsday fights Superman, it makes me worry, because I'm thinking, like, you know, Doomsday, he has the potential to take down Superman. So, yeah. But now I'm gonna see, like, who I think is actually gonna win. And I know that no matter what I say, someone is gonna disagree with me. There are a ton of people out there saying Hulk is the strongest one there is, you know, there's no way he's gonna beat Doomsday. And then there's some people are saying, you know, like, oh, Doomsday, like, he's gonna slaughter Hulk, and even if Hulk does kill him, he's gonna resurrect, and then he's gonna be, like, invulnerable or immune to whatever killed him. Another thing about Doomsday, this is one of the big things about Doomsday that's not the same with the Hulk. Whenever Doomsday dies, he resurrects himself So it varies for how long it takes to regenerate or resurrect, but basically he has an immunity to whatever killed him. This is why Superman has such a hard time fighting him. When Superman and Doomsday killed each other, which I believe was like the first time they met, correct me if I'm wrong on that, the first time they met, they killed each other, and Doomsday came back up, and Superman was put into a healing coma, and now Superman has such a hard time. He has to go like almost his full potential or like his maximum strength in order to actually pose a threat to him, because Doomsday's immune to basically whatever killed him, which is Superman, and yeah, now he poses a really big threat. So that's one of the main things. I think also Doomsday might have some sort of energy projection. I don't know too much about that. He also obviously has spikes on his body, like all over his body, which can cut through Kryptonian skin, which is very impressive. I'm not sure if it's like, like Kryptonian skin is like tougher than adamantium or anything like that. Like what I mean by that is I'm not sure if it's like, if it can cut through Kryptonian skin, does that mean it can cut through anything, or is it like specifically designed to cut through Kryptonian skin? I really don't know. I don't know a ton about these characters, not to the level that Death Battle really requires. This is just my little prediction. But who I think is going to win this one, again, someone's going to say that I'm wrong, and I'm prepared for that. I think Hulk's going to win. And I know that a ton of you are going to say, oh my god, you're so biased, or something like that. And I do like Hulk more than I like Doomsday. I'm going to freely admit that. I freaking love the Hulk. And I was actually going back and forth with this one. When I first thought of this fight, I'm thinking, oh, Hulk's got this, but that was when I was like really little. And then when I thought of this fight when I grew up, I'm like, well, maybe Doomsday has this, like he's fast enough to basically like block Superman's punches and stuff like that, and actually like hurt him when Superman can go extremely fast or whatever. I was thinking, for a while I actually thought Doomsday would win this fight. Now I flip-flop back to Hulk, and there are a few reasons for this. One is that I'm going to freely admit it, I don't know too many of Doomsday's strength feats, but I'm assuming they don't stack up to the level that Hulk has done. Just a few off the top of my head that I can think of right now. This is when he's like higher, like when he gets angrier, like when he's like so angry that he gets so much stronger. But let me just think of the stuff he's done. I remember Death Battle mentioned that he can lift like a 150 billion ton mountain, but that's only the beginning. He's also been able to like bend adamantium, which might not even be as impressive as the mountain, but moving on. He also beat like a demon, I think named the Nameless One, and their fight destroyed a universe. So that's very impressive. Hulk, I believe, also once punched through a time barrier and also broke the time barrier with like a thunderclap, something along the lines of that. So that's very impressive, like universe level stuff. That's very impressive. Also, this whole thing about like World Breaker Hulk or something like that. It was when like it wasn't like the Planet Hulk thing where like he'd lost his family and then he was like extremely angry, one of the angriest he's ever been, and that like none of the superheroes could like stand up to him except for like a select few, like Sentry, I think, and he was able to like hold together the tectonic plates of a planet larger than Earth. Wow. Just like think about that for a second. But yeah, he's done a lot of crazy stuff, especially in that whole World Breaker Hulk thing. He was still holding back to protect innocent ones. That's what Hulk does a lot. It's kind of like Superman, not to the same level, but still Hulk kind of fears his full potential. He doesn't go to his full potential because there's still a part of Bruce Banner inside of him that does not want to hurt innocents. And Hulk doesn't really want to hurt innocents either, but you guys get the point. Most of the time he actually is holding back, kind of like in a Superman type way. So when you really think about how strong is this dude when he's fighting in a battle to the death, he's extremely strong. So you have to really think about that. In a battle to the death, wow. So yeah, those are the main things about Hulk that I think I'm going to say, but I think he does have some better strength feats, even more impressive than that, but there's stuff that I can't think about right now. Talking about Doomsday, again, he does have a lot of impressive feats. None that directly relate to strength that I know about, but I remember, I think at one point he, like, destroyed, or at least killed 1 million Green Lanterns when he was, like, sent to another planet or something. Maybe? A friend told me that. I think he provided me with, like, comic book photo evidence or something like that. So that's very impressive. He was also able to stand against the entire Justice League. which I don't think he, like, died, like, he didn't get an immunity to each one in particular before he did that, except for probably Superman. So again, very impressive. Again, yeah, very impressive, especially when you have characters like The Flash and characters that are, like, extremely OP that you're thinking, like, oh my god, how did he do that? Especially when they're all attacking him at once. So, yeah, very impressive. When Doomsday is angry, he is extremely strong, and he's someone that cannot be reasoned with. And he has been said to be physically stronger than Superman. Now, obviously, this is not always the case because Superman's power increases when he's exposed to more sunlight. So, obviously, at one point, Superman will surpass him in strength, but that's not the point. Just generally, Doomsday is a character that is stronger than Superman. But it's still, I don't think he has the same strength feats that level what Hulk has done, in my opinion. If anyone wants to prove me wrong, feel free, go right ahead. I'm not saying that Doomsday is like, I'm not trying to like say Doomsday is like so weak or anything. Doomsday is extremely strong. He's he's extremely strong. You guys know what I'm trying to say. He's, wow, I don't want to say he's like Hulk's strength, because I still think Hulk, when he's at his best, when he's not at his best, I'm not really sure, but when Hulk is at his best, like, you know, I just think he's stronger. But Doomsday is extremely strong as well. I think he might be able to hold together tectonic plates of the Earth. Maybe, you know, I think it's possible, because, like, remember, Superman was able to move the Earth out of Earth out of its orbit, which I think Death Battle, like, it might not be 100% accurate, but it was like in the quintillions of tons, which again is crazy. So, you know, if he's stronger than Superman, that's crazy. So again, I'm not saying that Doomsday is weak in any way. He's extremely strong, stronger than most of the DC universe and Marvel universe too. But he's still, like, the vast majority. There are obviously, like, numerous characters that might be stronger, but the vast majority. I just think that Hulk, from what he's done, he is stronger. And, you know, in a battle to the death, you're going to use your strength really a lot. Especially, okay, how about, let me just say this. At the beginning of the fight, I think Doomsday will be stronger than Hulk at the beginning of the fight. You guys don't have to agree with me on that. If you don't agree with me on that, I totally understand. But at the beginning of the fight, Hulk's not that angry, so I think Doomsday will be stronger. And at the beginning of the fight, Doomsday is going to give Hulk an extremely hard time. But then later in the fight, Hulk's going to get more angry, he's going to get more frustrated, and that's going to give him more strength. Whereas Doomsday doesn't really increase in strength in really any way, except for maybe getting angry or maybe letting loose a bit more. But even then, Doomsday does that at the start. Now, there are kind of like two elephants in the room that I kind of want to bring up. One of them is Doomsday's resurrection ability, and the other one is how he killed Superman. Talking about the resurrection ability, first of all, yes, some people, I'm pretty sure they might have already typed in the comments, Doomsday's gonna win. He's gonna resurrect and he's gonna be immune to the Hulk. He's gonna beat him. And if Death Battle decided to do that, I totally agree. It would be a close fight because Hulk would still be stronger, I feel, if he was still at this level. But then again, Doomsday would probably take like days at least to regenerate. But anyway, that's not the point. So yeah, that would happen. You know, he would probably kill Hulk if he found him again. However, resurrection by definition is coming back from the dead, and I don't think Death Battle rolls in the way that it's like you have to stay dead permanently. I think it's just as soon as you die, you've died. And plus, like, Doomsday might not ever meet Hulk again. It could take years to regenerate. So it's just too risky to say that the fight's still going on at that point. So I don't think Death Battle should do it. At the very least, I don't think it should do it. If they do decide to do it, well then yeah, probably Doomsday will win. Because Hulk really doesn't have a way to nullify that in any sense. But I don't think they should. I don't think they will. I think Hulk will beat Doomsday. He will kill him. Again, my personal opinion. You don't have to agree with me. And even if Doomsday will resurrect himself, I don't think that's going to factor into any future thing. I think after Doomsday's dead, he's going to stay dead. The second thing, how he kills Superman. Oh my god, this is a big one. Some people are saying, oh, you know, Death Battle said that Superman has infinite power, you know. Like, if Doomsday is able to kill him, what chance does Hulk have? You know, like, Superman would totally kill the Hulk or whatever. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, I'm not going to touch on that last part, Superman versus the Hulk, because that's going to start, like, Flame Wars or whatever. Anyway, so 2 points that I have to say for that one. Actually, 3. The first point is that Death Battle even said that saying that Superman should lose the fight because he lost to Doomsday is saying that Goku should lose, blah 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 blah. But they even said, like, he lost to Doomsday while he was still learning. So even themselves, they've said it, that when Doomsday beat Superman the first time, Superman was holding back and he was still learning. the two other parts, actually, the second part actually kind of relates to the first part. It's like Superman was holding back to protect civilians, you know, and yeah, he was still holding back to protect civilians. So, which means that even though Doomsday did kill him, he was still holding back, and he was not at his fullest. So I guess that kind of is the same as the first point. The second thing, and this is something that people forget, well, I guess the third thing, this is something that people forget sometimes. Yes, Doomsday killed Superman, but Superman also killed Doomsday while holding back. While he was holding back, Doomsday, like, he did kill Doomsday, and Doomsday regenerated with an immunity to Superman. And this is why, like I said at the beginning, this is why Doomsday gives Superman such a hard time. It's because of the immunity. This is why Superman has to go full force when he fights Doomsday. It's because Superman already killed him, and now Doomsday has an immunity to him. So, like, when you think about it, it's like, it's almost, and like, remember, like, this immunity, just because you're immune, if you're immune to Superman, it doesn't mean you're immune to, like Superman's strength, and any strength that's, like, above, like, you know, below that or anything like that. It means you're immune to Superman's strength. I think that's how it is. I think that's what it is. So it's like, if you were to, like, fight the Hulk, I think would be stronger than Superman, at least when he gets really angry. He'd be stronger than Superman when, he'd be stronger than Superman when Superman was still learning. So, you know, just trying to do that, like, obviously Doomsday would have a lot more experience. He's fought, like, the entire Justice League, so many Green Lanterns and stuff like that. That's going to give him an edge as well. But still, it's like, Doomsday doesn't strategize or anything. You might not even remember. But that's not the point. My point is that, like, Superman was able to kill this guy, Doomsday, with holding back, essentially. And he can't do it anymore, obviously, because pretty much just because of the immunity. That's how I see it anyway. That's what I think. That's how I think it is. So some people are forgetting that, yes, Doomsday killed Superman. Oh my god. But he was holding back. And while holding back, he killed Doomsday as well. So when you factor in the other stuff, like, obviously I talk a lot about strength, a bit too much probably. Durability is a bit hard to say because Hulk has like an extreme healing factor, like maybe up to the level of Wolverine's. I think someone even said that his healing factor is actually a bit better than Wolverine's, though obviously without the adamantium skeleton, he's a bit easier to kill. But my point is, with that healing factor, he will regenerate pretty quickly. He can't, like, I don't think, regrow limbs or anything like that, but still. Doomsday's, like, invulnerability, that's a bit hard to say. Is he actually invulnerable? Is it something that Hulk can actually pierce? I don't really know. But my point is that if Doomsday hits him, you know, like with the shards or whatever, or like the spikes, I mean, on his body, you know, Hulk will probably regenerate from that. I don't know how quickly, but he's still going to regenerate from it. And I don't know, could Hulk, like, throw Doomsday into the sun? I'm sure he has the strength to do so. And when you factor in the other stuff, like I already said, durability, stamina, again, both like have a tremendous amount of stamina. I think that at the beginning, Doomsday is going to get a really good, like, he's going to get a good start on Hulk, because Hulk is not to the level that he would need to beat Doomsday yet. Again, all my opinion, you don't have to agree. But then as soon as Hulk, like, starts realizing, oh my god, you know, like, this guy's beating on me, you know, he's going to get angrier, and it's just going to be hard for Doomsday to come back at that. And, you know, when you factor in everything else, speed's a bit hard to say, because Doomsday was still able to, like, at his max, he was able to, like, when Superman was at, like, nearly at his max, Doomsday was able to pose a threat to him, and he's actually Superman's greatest fear, fun fact. But, you know, he was still able to pose a threat to him, which means that he is able to, like, block Superman's punches faster than Light, probably. However, Hulk has been able to I believe, tag Quicksilver, and at Quicksilver's around fastest, he's been able to go at light speeds as well. Not sure how fast he was actually going at that point, but that's still very impressive. My point is, it's that, like, okay, with speed, I might give that one to Doomsday, just because, you know, Superman not holding back and all, it's still very impressive. But my point is, like, there is a chance Hulk might even be faster, you know, it's hard to say. And with this whole strength thing, like, if you guys don't agree with me, I completely understand. I just think that it's like, I can even see them, like, talking what I'm about to say, like, in their analysis, like, in their conclusion portion. It's that, like, resurrection is coming back from the dead. So it doesn't really count. And, you know, like, Superman was holding back, and Superman did kill Doomsday. So I personally think that Hulk is going to win this fight. If you guys think that Doomsday is going to win this fight, please comment down below, because I don't know a lot of feats about Doomsday, and maybe, you know what, maybe one thing will actually make me think that Doomsday will win. I have no idea. And remember, before, I thought Doomsday would win, so it might not be too hard to change my mind. And this is a close fight. This is a fight that would last for a very long time, and it might kill everyone on the planet. But it's just what I think. So guys, if you enjoyed this prediction, please give me a like. Comment down below everything you thought of it, maybe what I got wrong, maybe like what else I should have said. And if you could subscribe to my channel, that'd be so great. That would really help me out. I do predictions on these whenever I get the chance to, whenever I know these characters. If you would subscribe, that would also be so great. And remember that I'm always willing to listen to your guys' opinions. No opinion is wrong in my sense, as long as you can like back it up or whatever. I'm not like anyone like else on the internet, not naming names, Team Gohan Fighter. You know, I'm not like anyone like that. I actually listen to your opinions, and I want to make sure that you guys know that you can list your opinions down in the comments below. I want you guys to know that, okay? So just feel free, leave your opinions in the comments, and I really hope you enjoyed this prediction. My name is the Raptor. That was it. Subscribe, like, comment, everything like that, and I'm out. Peace. Thanks for watching.